Greetings to my Mountains Edge voters. My name is Crystal Eller, and I am running for District Court Judge in Department 19. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity to talk to you, let you get to know me a little bit, and hopefully earn your confidence in your vote. First, let me say how much I love your community. I remember when they were first developing it, they had the most amazing commercials with cowboys and pioneers riding around in the desert terrain, and it was just amazing. And the developers have kept to that theme, and your community is so beautiful. You have amazing homes, parks, and open spaces, and I think each one of you made a great decision in choosing to live there. A little bit about me. I was born in Texas and raised in Florida. My dad was in the Air Force. He retired after 20 years as a master sergeant, and that's when we moved to Florida. I was about 8 years old, so I spent most of my life growing up there. Neither of my parents graduated high school, and they did not have the funds to send me to college, so I had to figure it out on my own, but I was determined, and I did so. I worked my way through college, working full-time, and I graduated with no debt and no financial assistance of any kind. I got a scholarship to law school, and I graduated from law school cum laude at the top of my class, and soon after that moved out here to Las Vegas, Nevada in 1993. And I'm telling you a little bit about that because I want you to know what a strong work ethic I have, and that I will be bringing that work ethic into the courtroom. I feel very strongly about the fact that being a judge is a public service job, and that we are here to serve the voters and the residents of this community, and that's what I will be doing, and I will do a good job at it, and I will work hard at it. I was also the traffic commissioner for the city of Las Vegas, the first one. I was appointed to the position by the city council out of about 50 applicants. I helped design the court and set it up from the ground up. And after 2.5 years, I resigned from that position in 2010 and reopened my law office, where I was able to assist many homeowners who were in crisis due to the 2008 real estate crash. And I was also appointed by the Supreme Court as a mediator for the Nevada Foreclosure Mediation Program. And between being a mediator and also representing homeowners against the banks, I was able to help hundreds of people save their homes and be able to not have to uproot their families and be able to stay here in Clark County and be productive and move forward and not have to leave their homes. So that's one of my favorite things I've done practicing law since I've had a license, was helping those families. It was just incredible. I have been a business owner for 15 years or more, owning my own law firm. So I've been an employee, I've also been an employer, I've been a business owner. I've had to deal with both sides of all the issues that come up in those types of things, which again is important experience for someone who is going to be a judge in District Court Department 19 to have. Unfortunately, my opponent, who is the sitting judge, does not have that experience. He was a prosecutor and then he became a judge. He has absolutely no civil experience, and to my knowledge, he's never owned a business or had any of that kind of experience, which is an unfortunate situation because it is affecting his ability to be a good judge in that department. He was voted the 4th worst judge out of 29 judges in last year's Review Journal poll, where the attorneys review the judges and they send in their comments about who they think are good judges and who they think are not good judges. And as I mentioned, his rating was the 4th worst judge. And I do believe that is in part because he doesn't have this civil knowledge and civil experience that he needs to have. Unfortunately, he also has issues with his integrity and his morality. He has been sanctioned by the Judicial Ethics Committee since he's been a judge for inappropriately talking about an ongoing case to the press. As a prosecutor, he's been criticized by the Supreme Court in numerous cases due to prosecutorial misconduct. One case in particular, where he failed to turn over evidence that he was required to turn over to the defense. Because of this, an innocent man went to prison for murder for over 21 years until he was released. And not only did he steal 21 years of this man's life, unfortunately, it's going to cost the taxpayers of Clark County over $5 million because this judge, who at the time was a prosecutor, decided to put this person in prison even though he did not murder the person he was accused of. And the reason it's costing over $5 million is because the money it took to house him while he was in prison, as well as the fact that the county is now going to have to pay him over $2 million in reparations for having been wrongly prosecuted. This is not the type of person that we should have as a sitting judge. His moral compass is non-existent. He has no integrity. He doesn't regret putting the innocent man in prison and has stood by his conviction. He doesn't have the temperament. He doesn't treat people well in his courtroom, and it's time for him to go. Luckily, we have an excellent replacement, and that is me. Again, I hope I've been able to spend some time letting you learn about me, learn a little bit about why I am running for this particular department, and why the judge that is sitting there now needs to be voted out. Please visit my website, crystal4judge.com, and you can learn more about me. You can also learn more about my opponent and see the documentation and the evidence showing that everything I've said here today is true. I appreciate your vote. I appreciate your confidence. My phone number is on my website as well, so if you have any questions for me, please feel free to call. Thank you again.